So a few weeks ago, we sat down and did something I've been wanting to do for a while. We pulled up 10 different small business websites, real businesses from different industries, nothing cherry-picked, and we just went through them one by one the way a potential customer would. Not as a marketing agency looking for things to fix, just as a person who landed on the page and had to figure out in under 10 seconds whether the business was worth calling. And what we found out was pretty eye-opening. There were patterns showing up across almost every single site, the same mistakes, just different businesses. So I want to walk you through what we actually saw. The biggest one, and that showed up on 7 out of 10 sites, I'm not exaggerating, was that we couldn't tell what the business actually did within the first 5 seconds of landing on the page. There's usually a big hero image, maybe a slider going through a few photos, and some kind of tagline like, "Building tomorrow's solutions today." And we're sitting there going, solutions for what? For who? For where? Your homepage has one job before anything else. Tell the person who just landed there exactly what you do, who you do it for, and what they should do next. That's it. If your headline doesn't do that, if it's abstract or inspirational instead of clear, you're already losing people. The fix is real simple. Rewrite your main headline to answer this: we help specific person do specific thing. That's your starting point. Now, the second thing we noticed was closely related to the first thing. Even the sites where the headline was okay, the next step wasn't clear. We looked at where the contact button or the call to action lived for each site. And a surprising number of them wanted you to call them, but buried their phone number in the footer or had a contact us button that blended into the navigation. Here's the thing about people landing on your website. They're not on a mission to find your phone number. They're on a mission to decide quickly whether you're worth their time. And if that decision is a maybe yes, the next thing they do has to be frictionless. The call button needs to be front and center above the fold. Request a quote. Schedule a consult. Whatever your version of has to be impossible to miss. One of the sites we looked at had a really gorgeous design, very well done visually. But the only way to contact them was a form that was buried 3 scrolls down the page. That's leads walking out the door every single day. Third thing we were watching for, and this one matters a lot for getting found in the first place, not just converting people once they arrive. We checked the page titles, the text that shows up in the browser tag, and in Google search results on every site. And several of them said something like home or welcome to ABC Company. That tells Google almost nothing about what the page is actually about. Your page title is some of the most valuable real estate you have for SEO. It should include what you do and where you are. Something like custom cabinet maker in Columbus, Ohio is infinitely better than home. This is one of those things that's completely invisible to you as a business owner, but totally visible to search engines. And fixing it takes maybe 15 minutes. Right-click any page, view source, search for the title tag. If it doesn't describe your business, that's your first SEO task. The fourth pattern is one I think that most business owners genuinely don't see when it's their own site. Because when you know everything about your business, it all makes sense to you. A lot of sites we looked at had long blocks of copy explaining the company, the services, the process, the history, all packed together with no visual breathing room, no subheadings, no bullet points, just paragraph after paragraph. People don't read websites like they read books. They scan them. They're looking for the thing that answers their specific question or gives them a reason to keep reading. If the page is just a wall of text, most people are gone in under 5 seconds. The fix isn't to say less, it's to break it up. Short paragraphs, clear subheadings. Use white space like it's free, because it is. Make the page easy to scan before you worry about making it easy to read. All right, the fifth thing, and this is the one I want to end on, because it's honestly the fastest win on this entire list. Pull up your website on your phone right now. Not your desktop, your phone. And just scroll through it like a customer would. On several of the sites we reviewed, the desktop version looked fine, but on the mobile version, where most of their traffic was actually coming from, things were overlapping. Text was too small to read. The images were cut off. The contact form was nearly impossible to fill out. Your website's mobile experience is your first impression for the majority of your visitors. If it's clunky, slow, or hard to navigate, that's what most people are seeing. And the fix starts with just knowing it's a problem. So go look. If you wince at anything, write it down. That's your punch list. So that's what 10 small business websites taught us. Unclear headlines, hidden contact buttons, generic page titles, walls of text, and a mobile experience that was an afterthought. None of these are hard to fix. They're just easy to miss when it's your own site and you've been looking at it for years. If you want us to take a look at yours genuinely, no pitch, just a real audit, reach out. I'm happy to show you what we find.